OnlyFans is under investigation. So, the IRS has opened a criminal investigation into OnlyFans, as well as the Department of Justice. OnlyFans is under investigation for a variety of things, everything ranging from the kind of content that is on the platform, right down to investigations into tax fraud. And the IRS has opened an investigation into OnlyFools, as well as the Department of Justice. What are the implications for this investigation, and will it lead to OnlyFools finally being shut down? We'll be discussing all of this in the video today, so stay to the end to find out if OnlyFools is going to finally be shut down and what this investigation means for the people who created the platform, as well as the content producers who make content on the platform. Now let's just go ahead and jump right into the article. So as you guys can see here, the IRS has opened a criminal investigation into OF, and the future of the platform is now in uncertainty. The future. Only Fools blew up during the events of 2020, nabbing over $2.3 billion in 2020. However, this success has also attracted the attention of the federal government. The IRS has now contacted some of the site's most successful earners in connection with a criminal tax investigation. So it is a criminal tax investigation, sparking speculation about the platform and its legitimacy, with Uncle Sam now involved. It's unclear what the future holds for OF. So Forbes outlined what the public knows and what they can reasonably expect to see from the investigation as more details emerge. IRS agents delivered grand jury subpoenas to high-earning OnlyFools performers and their tax agents, meaning the Department of Justice is involved. The government is likely interested in the performers of stationers' displays of wealth. People who operate a business, including OF performers, can deduct from their tax owed any expenses from their taxes owed any expenses that aren't deemed lavish or extravagant under the circumstance. Some OF performers are definitely making purchases that most people would consider lavish, but they may try to argue that these purchases are actually a necessary part of their work. Buying a McLaurin gets attention. Attention gets subscribers. Subscriptions make money. Whether these subpoenas are for tax documents, court appearances, or both remains to be seen. It's also unclear why this is a criminal investigation instead of a civil one. So, guys, this is a criminal investigation. Now, you might be saying, okay, so why is this a criminal investigation? Well, we have an idea of why. As the article pointed out, the Department of Justice is involved, and we actually have some details regarding that. So back in 2021, members of Congress actually demanded, over 100 members of Congress demanded that the Department of Justice investigate OF for the things that were happening on the platform and shut it down. So, and now we're in 2024, and the DOJ has actually responded. And it's very interesting how they responded. So OF has been hit before by accusations that it doesn't adequately protect people who shouldn't be on their platform. In 2021, the BBC detailed several cases of videos on OF involving people who shouldn't be on the platform. In response, OF's parent company, Phoenix, said it closed accounts it found to have content that should not be on the platform. That same year, 102 Republicans and Democrats, so this was a bipartisan effort by Congress, 102 Republicans and Democratic members of the U.S. House of Representatives called on the Justice Department to investigate OF for having content that should not be on the platform. The Justice Department told the lawmakers 3 months later that it couldn't confirm or deny if it was investigating OF. Contacted recently in 2024, a department spokesperson declined to comment further. So that is essentially confirmation that they are investigating OF, and they have been investigating OF not only going back to 2021, but likely before 2021. So what they usually do is they're trying to get their ducks in a row. They're trying to get. We can see that the IRS has already gotten subpoenas and has opened a criminal investigation and reached out to a lot of the high-earning people on the platform. The reason why they're doing this is because they're going to use One of the arguments they'll likely use in court is that OF is potentially the world's largest laundromat, if you get what I mean. So basically they're washing money. They're washing money, if you get what I'm referring to. And they're good. So that's one of the reasons why they're likely doing this. And then keep in mind, at the DOJ, they didn't just open a criminal investigation, but they've also opened an investigation into tax evasion at the DOJ. So it's clear that the DOJ and the IRS are also collaborating. The ultimate goal is going to be to take the platform down, take it offline, put the people who created the platform in prison, and also people who make content on the platform in prison. So MasterCard, Visa, and Discover have shown that they will take action when faced with allegations that their cards are being used to pay for content that they should not be on OF. In 2020, the companies cut ties with Cornhub, another big platform similar to OF, after public outcry over allegations that there was content on the platform that should not be on the platform. And it was a painful hit, stopping card payments for Cornhub paid content and forcing it to rely more on ads and sales of user data. This is another horrible thing. So Cornhub sells your data. Think about that. OF says it doesn't sell user data or allow third-party ads. That leaves it starkly dependent on MasterCard, Visa, and Discover. The website only accepts transactions with cards issued by those three companies. The three card companies said they still don't accept payments from Cornhub. They didn't comment further. Cornhub parent company Aiello said it has far-reaching safeguards to prevent problems on its platform, and that any ongoing payment restrictions it faces are based on inaccurate or outdated information. OF Fortunes also leaned heavily on the social media sites. The platform's search function doesn't allow users to trawl for content. Users need to already know the name of the creator they want to subscribe. That's why OF creators often advertise on mainstream sites, attracting subscribers using photos, video snippets, and some very racy content on platforms such as X. Half of the 30 police complaints about content being on the platform that shouldn't be there said Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and other social media played a role in promoting content. We also know recently that YouTube has been hit with a lot of claims where women are posting content on YouTube that basically shows them wearing transparent clothing, very transparent, and you could see everything underneath. So they're not wearing anything underneath, but they're wearing like a transparent dress or a transparent top and bottom, and that's really it. And YouTube has been allowing this. Or, for example, they'll make videos where, and they used to do this back in the day, but women used to do this back in the day, but now it's OF women who are doing this, and they're like, oh, we're making educational videos, and this educational video, I'm going to show new mothers how to nurse their babies, and then they will just go full on right out, with a doll, not an actual baby, with a doll, and they're gonna basically show us like the proper technique to nurse a baby. But the reality is that they're just using this to bypass the search function, bypass the restrictions on YouTube. And these videos are not even restricted. Like they're not adult restricted by YouTube. Anyone can go and view them. People who are not of age can go and view them because they are labeled as education. They put up a notice at the beginning of the video saying that this is an educational video. It is not for nefarious purposes, and if that's what you're looking for, you need to leave. And then of course they do these things in the videos, and they have a link to their Instagram, and then of course their Instagram has a link to their link tree, and their link tree has a link to their OnlyFools, and everyone knows how it works at this point. That's how the hustle works. So it basically just drives people over to their OF account, and they make money that way. And it's very sad. And it's this is something that happened with Twitch. When a lot of women began getting involved with Twitch, there were a number of people who said, a lot of guys who were very, very upset, and they said that the platform was literally going to turn into a live streaming service for men who are trying to connect with women who are involved in cam work. And basically it became a cam, and that's what ended up happening with Twitch. Twitch 100% became a cam site. At this point, it's like it's crazy that you even allow that children, like I would never allow my kids on Twitch, Kick. These they basically just become campsites that allow women to get, push things right up to the point, of no return, and then bring people over to their Instagram, and of course they have their link tree in there, and then they can direct people over to their only OF page. And of course, Patreon does allow, content that is racy, and you can just basically restrict it so 18 and only, and that's what some people do. Even, I won't call out any names, but a lot of girls, they do that as well. A lot of women do that as well. They'll basically direct them over to their Patreon using their link tree, and then they'll make that look like it's a lot more tame, but the reality is that it's still OF. It's 100% still an OF, and they're still using it for the same purpose, but no one calls them out for it because OF is so popular, and it's the most popular thing. So it's like, okay, if it's not happening, as long as it's not happening on OF or a site like OF, but hopefully they'll crack down on Patreon as well, and eradicate that type of content from the platform, and an investigation will be launched into that also. But right now, as far as we can see, OF is definitely under investigation. It's under investigation by the DOJ. It's under investigation by the DOJ for criminal investigation and a tax evasion, and it's also under investigation by the IRS, which is actually a criminal investigation, which is crazy. So they opened a criminal investigation, not a civil one. So that means that they are trying to put these people in prison. By the way, guys, if you're in, what does the future actually hold? The future what it actually holds is OnlyFools or OF being shut down once and for all, and a lot of the content creators on the platform likely headed to jail and or having to pay massive fines. And many of these people, they have no money. They don't know how to manage money. So, they have no financial literacy, so they're not going to be able to pay those taxes. They're going to owe taxes for the rest of their lives. It's going to be horrible. Like, that's why guys have to be so careful. Like, know who you're getting in a relationship with, because they're going to run out. They're going to try to find guys who are going to save them, because they're not going to be able to pay off any of these taxes. They're not going to be able to survive. They're going to try to run out to find someone to save them, to marry them. And, men need to know beforehand, like, who you're getting a relationship with. You need to have a background check done. You need to, like, check their credit report. You need to, like, you need to have your attorney, get an attorney involved. You need to know who you're getting into a relationship with. Don't just start living with a person either. That could create problems. Be very, very careful. There's a lot of guys who are like, oh, well, I always make sure that I use protection. Bro, you don't know if someone's poking holes in that so-called protection. All right. They know exactly where they are. You don't know. There's all kinds of tricks, micro needles, everything that they can use to remove the protection, or make them, make it more vulnerable, make it more potential that, a pregnancy could occur. So you guys have to be careful, because there's going to be a lot of implications. There's going to be a lot of destitution as a result of this happening, because there's going to be a lot of people headed to prison, for everyone from the creators on the platform, people who create content on the platform, to the people who created the platform. They are going to shut the platform down. That's everything that's being pushed right now. That is the direction everything is going in. That OF is going to be shut down in the near future, and it doesn't matter which administration is in office. That's where things are going, and a lot of it is because of the kinds of content that's on there as well. In addition to tax evasion, there's also the content that's on there. People who are not supposed to be on the platform are on the platform. Their content's on the platform. It's very, very serious. So that's what's going on. There's no way they're going to let this keep on going. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe to our newsletter for my personal thoughts, insights, and a free copy of my ebook, The Blueprint for Escaping the Rat Race. You're going to want to get your free copy, guys. Click the link in the description to get your free copy. What do you think regarding all of this, guys? OF is under investigation, and it's going to be shut down pretty damn soon. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA. I'm walking away. And cheers.